Hello. I'm going to try doing some vlogging. See how that goes. I'll probably forget that I'm doing it, so I may be the only, Zeus and I may be the only people witnessing this. I'm going to document as much as I can of our racing, so we will see how that goes. This is the race car. It's bloody awesome. It's shiny. And I'm hoping that we will bring some gold-coloured trophies home this year, because I've never owned anything so pretty in my life, and it's even faster than it is pretty. So it feels like a proper race car. We've spent a bit of time testing, tuning, laughing, driving along, singing Dancing Queen at the top of our lungs, and yeah, it's cool. It's a bit of gear. So yeah, this year we're going to try and do a couple of different events. We're booked in to do Off-Road Outlaws Enduro in Proston, in Queensland. That's around April 1st. That's going to be our first proper race of the year. Going to try and do some carnicross stuff, some grassroots, local, just have fun. I just want to drive the car. It sucks to have it sit in a shed, so I want to try and take it out for a walk to keep its nails clipped. You know the deal. And yeah, going to do as many of the ARB Australian Off-Road Championship rounds as we can, but they are spread far and wide, and they're not cheap as far as my bar is set, but they are cheap compared to some other series. So yeah, hopefully we can do some of them. Love to do Gundy. I've always wanted to do Gundy. But the race that I'm most excited for is the Milbrodale Mountain Classic. It's held in Milbrodale in the beautiful Hunter Valley. That property is somewhere that I've been going since I was a kid. I have some pretty special ties to that place, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, it isn't a place that we've been able to go to drive, at least for a long time. I am excited to have a car that is CAMS approved. Just got the logbook back from Motorsport Australia, and it's let's just say, when you were a kid wanting to fly spaceships or be a professional basketballer, you'd have those moments of dreaming. Imagine that moment, what could be? Well, I never dreamed of anything but racing Milbrodale Mountain Classic and standing at the top of the podium. That's been at the front of my mind, and this hurts to say, but at the better part of 2 decades, which is wild. I really think with this car, and with somebody happy to sing along to ABBA beside me in that co-driver's seat, I think we can make that happen. So yeah, I'm excited is a gross understatement. So anyway, if this video does go anywhere, if I do start recording stuff, hold on tight, because I have some pretty top tier ADHD. I'll change the subject. What was I saying? That was a joke. Change the subject like that. I'll forget what I'm saying. I'll just get sidetracked. And I might go a month without posting and then post 8 videos in a row. And my very natural inclination to experience imposter syndrome is driving towards me in a coal train right now. But I'm going to do my best to ignore that and stand my ground, because yeah, I know this is cool, and if I was watching someone else do this, I would be more than happy to grab a beer or a bowl of Weet-Bix and watch along. So I hope this is interesting for some of you guys as well. I just realised that I was recording in portrait mode, so have fun with that aspect ratio. Anyway, JKS Motorsports. Let me introduce you. Some people think that it's JKS Motorsports, which would be wildly incorrect because we're a serious team. Some people think it's Jayden Richardson, something, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. What it is Just Keep Swimming Motorsports. Now, I hope that there's no issue with me saying that, because that could be a licensed phrase. I guess we'll find out. If you're watching Disney, I love you, and I'm subscribed to Disney Plus. Please, just take my money and don't sue me. What? Just Keep Swimming. Just Keep Swimming was originally Dory's phrase, but then my mum, Kath, she took that on in all of its value, and that was her motto for the duration of her time on Earth, pretty much. My mum passed away when I was 17. That was in 2014. And she endured roughly 8 years of a hell of a cancer battle, which involved lots of chemo, lots of radiation, some remission, some no more remission for you, soz. And it was a hell of a time. Challenging is not a fair assessment of the situation. It was less than ideal. And she was just ridiculous. I don't understand how she did what she did and how she spent such little time with a frown on her face. It's normal to get sad, it's normal to have hard times, and God knows she and I both did, and together. But wow, the genuine ability of hers to process something, find a direction to move, and continue on with it, and find improvement through that. Sometimes it was a misstep, but it was still a step in a direction. She always found the right direction to go. And however hard things got, she just kept swimming. And yeah, that has been my motto ever since. God knows sometimes I forget, because life is hard and you get grumpy and you forget these things. But as soon as I have that moment of clarity, this is always what I think about. And that is our sentiment for racing. Been racing for 10 years in Ultra 4 Australia, as well as a few other things. Been racing in a Polaris RZR, non-turbo. Technology's beyond that now. We've done the best that we can, but we started off, when the rule came in that you needed a roof fin, I was thinking, how the hell am I going to afford all of that money for a bloody piece of metal just to comply with the rules now? Right as I was thinking that, I was walking down the street from work, I gather, and I saw a fridge on the side of the road for council cleanup. As I had tin snips in my bag coming home from work as a mechanic, I cut the front out of the fridge. And still to this day, the roof fin on the RZR is made out of the front of somebody's fridge. Sorry, Daryl. Yeah, that's pretty much been the sentiment of the team. Do what you can to the best of your ability, which can be a problematic phrase for somebody who's feeling like they can't put in enough to keep up with their expectations. But the best of your ability means using what is available to you at the time. Through the grace of somebody, an opportunity came up for us to acquire this absolute specimen. I'm more grateful than I can ever express for the opportunity to drive this, because not only is it a fast car, does cool jumps and stuff, but it makes me feel like I deserve to be in it. In the Polaris, we were always the underdog. Every year we'd work on the car, make it good. 20% better, 1% better, it was improved. And then the next race, somebody had come along with $100,000 of race car and leave us for dead because we just couldn't deal with the conditions, which is tough. But just as our sentiment is, we just kept swimming. Some of it sucked, some of it was awesome. I loved a lot of the minutes of it, not every minute of it. Now we've got this. This is a good and proper bloody race car. It has all of the goodies that I could imagine having in a car. It is comfortable in case you accidentally drive into a dam. It's got a fish finder so you can have lunch. More stickers. It's just ridiculous. The frame, pretty much all of the work, all the fabrication gear, bracing, done by SBH Engineering, South Australia. Simon is a bloody genius. I sent him a message a little while ago thanking him and almost congratulating him because this car is genuinely a work of art. And it looks even cooler when it's moving. So I'm very excited to make some videos of it doing cool stuff. But yes, I'll try my best to make videos for myself and for anybody who's interested. If I get 4 views on a video and one of those people that watched it liked the video, that's a win. And it's tough with the TikToks and the Reels of the world setting our expectations at millions of likes, millions of views being a success. But if you set your own bar and your own expectations, it makes it much harder to fail. You can obviously still fail, and you will. It's just the way of life. But it's all about ebbs and flows, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to try and make some content. I'm sorry if you don't like it. There's a good chance I won't like some of it. I hate recording myself. I cannot express how foreign this feels. And every time I look out there, my brain's going, what if somebody sees you? It'll be okay. I can almost guarantee it'll be totally fine. Yeah, this is me doing what I want to do in spite of judgment, which is not a comfortable situation for me. I am riddled with anxiety, and I hope you are too. That's not it. Anyway, I'm gonna go because my arm's getting tired. I won't see you, but hopefully you see me soon. Just keep swimming.